Rexy says, welcome back to the Hustling Horsepower YouTube channel.
Get the talking. I'm eating and driving.
Well, I guess you already got enough on your plate. My name's Maddy, Lady Gangster Racing. Nick over here is stuffing his face.
Wait. If you saw the last video, that's what it looks like with when Maddy gets her chipmunk teeth. But she's got her big glasses on and like she got these little chipmunk teeth. You gotta ask her for them.
I'm not doing it. Anyways, today, that was a little risky.
Yeah. Old guy. Old guy in a little car.
Today, we got some work done. A little bit of work done.
Not nearly enough,
But Caden, our race cars and snacks helper, races go-karts, and he's got a race today. So we're going to head out to the track.
I think he's the defending championship holder.
He had the championship. He was the champion last year, and he's second in points right now. And if he wins this race, he'll be back up first in points.
Yep. And there was also the race down at Darlington. Corey Stamper slash Spool Media puts that race on, and
it was Dinero Days. That was today, or is today.
We would have loved to head down there, but
gotta have a car ready.
There's wants and needs, right? In my opinion, right? I want to go down there. We want to like go and support Caden because he's been helping us and stuff like that. But we also need to get the car done. Yeah. So going to spectating, that's not necessarily my thing. I could have went out there and helped a couple people, but
it would have been a lot longer of a trip. Darlington's a couple hours away.
It's 2.5 hours. This is 15-20 minutes. So
yeah.
But I'd rather go hang out with Caden and stuff like that. Support the people that support us, right? So, kind of thing. So we're gonna head out here and watch him race for a little bit. We'll probably get a little bit of video for you, and this might be the whole video, just going out here, making the trip, the three of us, and heading out there and spectating for a little bit. I'm not a good spectator, but I definitely do want to jump on like a fast go-kart at some point in my life. I'd love to jump in a dirt car at some point in my life. What else?
It'd just be fun to experience.
A rock bouncer would be fun too, but.
A rock bouncer?
You don't know what a rock bouncer is?
Is it just the people that like climb in either side by sides or jeeps or something like that?
Yeah, but like rock bouncers are different. Those guys just like we can't do rock bouncers because those guys, like I swear, they just don't.
In half a mile, turn left onto Anderson Mountain Lincoln Co. Road.
Big rocks at like, I don't know, a whole lot of mile an hour, and if it flips and rolls, like that's a part of it. Like if we flip and roll, like. That's not good.
You're not supposed to flip and roll.
Left here?
No.
So, yeah.
You should have paid attention to the GPS for the half a second.
Turn left onto Anderson Mountain Lincoln Co. Road.
Anderson Mountain.
Thank you, Siri. That's kind of a weird hill here. You can't see above the pump.
Yeah.
Continue on Anderson Mountain Lincoln Co. Road for 4 miles.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the track, support Caden, and it'll be my first time. I think it's a dirt race, right? I think it's a dirt race.
You've never been to a dirt race?
No.
I never took you to Ransomville?
No.
I guess I haven't been to Ransomville like in 6 years, so like, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You're slacking.
The dirt modifieds, I'd love to do, or the sprint cars, or dirt modified, that'd be fun as hell to jump in. But
so it'll be cool to go see.
Yeah.
We'll have to go, I guess the GoPro motor complex or whatever. You have to have your driver's license, so once Caden gets it, he's got his learner's permit, but once he gets his driver's license...
Maybe we'll take him there.
We're going to have to go, because I really want to go.
I'll go mess him up. So. Eric Yost and the guys do it too, at Customs by Biggin.
Yeah.
They jumped in the Predator class at first, but like, they're building some like real motors. Go do some pretty fast go-karts. Some of them go like fast, like 85 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah. So
2.5 inches off the ground.
That's what we're doing today. We'll get some footage while we're at the track. It'll be a good experience for me. Yeah. Another new experience.
Living life. Ish. Rexy, say bye. He ain't gonna say bye.
Rexy! Look it. Hey, look it over here. Hi!
What entrance?
No, I don't know.
We're going this way.
We're here, Mountain Creek.
Is this like someone's house or something like that?
I don't know. Oh, Rex let his own window down. fell. Because I've got I had something in my foot and it was stabbing me, and I was trying to not step on it, and then I stepped on a rock and rolled.
Oh, look at this. Just like first time. Where do you want to go? Straight?
Yeah, they're down, parked down here. Let's go down where they're at. He sees the other dog. Rexy, did you say hi?
Hey, Rex. How you doing?
Did you have your warm up yet? Your warm up?
No.
You didn't do it?
No.
Not yet?
No.
Well, you break your go-kart?
Yeah.
Did you really?
No, they're about to start actually. I gotta wait. We're right here.
Rex!
Right here.
Over here!
Rex.
Rexy! He says, I want to go play. We got Caden out here in his practice lab. Yeah. Rex. Caden won the heat race. And we're getting ready now to go up for the... What is this one called? It's not the heat race. What is it?
Main.
The main race, yeah.
Hey, get some air pressure.
Eric, you just did one.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Guys, hold up. Look at Maddy. Oh.
You think you're going to do good?
Race Cars and Stanks is out here racing.
Did you make many changes since the heat race?
Kind of.
We don't have to talk about details.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, think about it.
Did you make changes?
This is like drag race. We don't want to tell you.
You don't have to tell me what changes, but...
We made a decent amount. Like, we're hoping it's going to pick it up, but whatever changes we made, we're hoping it's going to make it better.
Make it better.
But this one's going to be 20 laps, right?
Yeah.
The last one was 5 laps. And then it was like 3 to 5 laps for the test runs.
5 and then 8 or 10. But hopefully we do good.
You take them for a walk?
Rex,
Rex.
come here.
Get over here.
We're going to try and get a win.
You can pedal.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Come here, Rex. Picking up all the ladies. I mean, men. Right, you a girl, right? 3 laps. How you doing?
This kid came up to pet Rex while we were waiting for the main race to start, and they just loved hanging out with each other, so I was letting him walk Rex around. He was pitted 2 trailers down from where we were, so he took Rex down there to show his family, and they were all just loving on him. They enjoyed it. So guys, here we are, day after Caden's race. We had a little bit of a celebratory dinner with the family.
A little bit post game ish. Hell, we had a post game race to make it to the place
Oh
before
yeah,
closed.
yeah. So we were gonna go get cookout, but of course on a Saturday night the line's really long, and they only do the drive-through after 9:30 or something like that.
Yeah, there's not enough workers and stuff like that, so they canceled the walk-up window. It was only drive-through, and then they had the trailer behind the Jeep, and then
We were in my Honda.
that was just like it was gonna be a big order, and they probably, not to say it this way, but I'm not sure they would have gotten the order 100% right.
So we decided to order takeout. They had to make a little bit of a quick trip to get the food though, because the restaurant was going to be closing. How quick did it? Like, how close were you guys to closing when you arrived?
We got there at like 54, and they closed at 11.
So.
We got there like 6 minutes before closing.
Yeah. How was that ride?
Adventurous. I guess you could
All
say.
the guys went out. So then we had dinner over at
This is my friend's house.
at their house, and just hung out for a little while, watched some YouTube videos, and
Chit-chatted and hung out with guys,
Yeah.
I guess, a little bit. So that was pretty cool. So Caden won his deal there, and that was pretty cool.
I think he's back first in points.
Yeah, he's back
his
in front.
class.
He's back. He's always been in the running for the championship, but he took the points lead last night.
Yeah,
So that's
he
pretty
took
cool.
it back.
So you get points for qualifying number one in the heat race. He qualified number one in the heat race.
Yep.
And then
Yeah. Practice he was number 2. Or the heat race he was number 1,
and then he won
and then he won
the
the
feature.
main race.
So that was pretty cool. And he's a pretty good driver. Like he's very so like circle track racing. I've never circle track raced before, but like I raced like in a circle before, like not competitively, but it's a very different type of form of racing because it's more of like an endurance race, and you got to be able to pick your lines, and you got to be able to pick your deals, and you got to know when to be aggressive and when to like have some patience, and like
You gotta know when to be on the throttle and how much throttle and when to let off because
Well,
of the
besides-
turns and like.
Yeah, that's the driving part of it, but there's the mental aspect of it too. That's a big aspect that, like, for someone his age, he did very, very well at.
Yeah.
Like, when he got into, like, lap traffic and stuff like that, you kind of got to be a little bit aggressive, because if you're not a little bit aggressive, well, then your lap time starts slowing down because you're stuck behind
Yeah.
someone. So, you got to be able to move people all the way to a certain point, and you got to be able to take your shots when, you know, the risk versus reward type thing comes in the deal, where can I pass this guy here? Like, I got to pass him because he's lap traffic, and if I don't pass him, you know, I'm getting slowed up. But he was very, he navigated the lap traffic very well, and when he was in the lead for a while, like before the restart and stuff like that, he drove, he was still running pretty good lap times, but he opened up his margin of error slightly, because he was out probably 4 or 5 carts or something like that on someone on the second place. So it was that was cool to see, and a very what I don't want to say mature driver, but yeah, like drove like a very experienced driver there, and that was pretty freaking cool. And then then the little kids, there's this little girl. I mean, we do like drag racing YouTube stuff, so like she'll probably never see this, but there's this girl, like no joke, probably like 3 foot tall, probably 5, 6, 7 years old, something like that, and she had like a neon green helmet on, and in her race they had a battle for between second and third, like freaking some good racing for some young kids, and that was cool. And like the way they were minor bumping and stuff like that, but like inside outside, like trying to get around them, and like it was freaking cool. And you see them pushing, and on the dirt stuff, it's very visible to see when they were letting off the gas and like sliding the carts and stuff like that. It was that girl was a hell of a driver, and like when she grows up, like she's got some killer potential. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
To see like if she goes anywhere in the sport in the next 5-10 years, probably 10 years or so.
Yeah.
But also in NASCAR stuff, it's similar to drag racing, where it takes a lot of money to be able advance, and it's very hard to get into professional level racing without without backing and stuff like that, without like serious backing,
Yep.
unless your family comes from big money. So who knows? But that's the challenge that everyone faces in like the drag racing and stuff. Is if you don't necessarily come from money, it's getting past that like intermediate stage. You don't see a lot of drivers, professional drivers anymore, that didn't necessarily come from money. And it's not like it was back in the 50s and 60s where, you know, the drivers were the crew and the drivers were the builders and stuff like that. That's kind of a dying breed. But
That's what, I mean, somebody had asked you that question, like, how did you learn to do all this stuff? And it's because you don't have the money to pay somebody else.
yeah,
And it's a good skill to learn. It's giving you a lot of value as a person.
like it's a benefit, right? But at the same time, like, even if the YouTube stuff does take off, or like social media stuff takes off, or other form or like revenue type things like start taking off, I'll never be rich because, like, for example, like when we were out there, I'd imagine he was a teenager, and he was a bigger boy, and for all I know, the kid's like not a good person, right? Like, I don't know the kid from Adam, but watching him from like an outside point of view, there's this bigger kid, and he was having some troubles with his karts, and like, I want to go out there and try to help him, but like, I don't know nothing about go-kart racing, and you could see him struggling, but it looked like he was there by himself and just going out there and trying to race on a Saturday night, and it's like, man, I wish, like, it'd be cool to be in a position where like we could go out there and like help the kid out or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, just something like that where he was probably, I don't know, the kid was probably, if like from from seeing him from, I don't know, a couple 100 feet away, it looked like he was a teenage kid, probably like high school-ish or something like that, and just went out there probably by himself in his pickup truck or something like that, and like was out there trying to race, and that was pretty freaking cool. So that was a pretty cool.
Your rockers.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool deal there, and I would have loved to go help him out. He was having some troubles with his cart and stuff like that, and he didn't really have a crew there. And man, there's a lot of times where I went racing without a crew too.
Yeah.
And like, I've raced a lot. I traveled all over the freaking country. I mean, I remember driving all the way up to St. Louis, just me, myself, and I, going racing and stuff like that. And like, I did it because I loved it, right? And like, I could see that in that kid as well. He was just doing it because he loved it, and it kind of sucked or something like that. Come on, stop looking at me. I'm gonna go out there and the freaking bugs are gonna be all over me now because you're freaking slobber all over me.
This is Winnie, that's Sleepy's dog.
That's Sleepy's dog. So that was I'd love to be in a position to like help out someone like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe this stuff will take off to a point where we can help out someone like that. But right now, like, we're on a race against time to try to get the new car done. And I hope you guys liked this video. I think it was a cool little break. We took whatever it was. We were there for probably 2-3 hours for the racing part of it. Then we hung out with them for another couple hours after the race. But
Watch some of the bigger, faster cars.
yeah, some of the faster cars and stuff like that go, and that was freaking cool. Like, I'd love to jump into a dirt car at some point or something like that. But right now we're on a race against time, essentially trying to race the economy to a certain point to get this car done and get it out there and have some fun with it before things might potentially change with the way things are going. So some of y'all are asking, why are you working on this thing so crazy and trying to get it done so fast and blah, 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 blah. And my excuse is because the way the economy is going. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably be working like, when I put my mind to something, I work on it kind of a little bit too,
Too passionately.
I disagree with that. But yeah, I love this stuff. So, but at the same time, like, it's only more important now than ever, because with the way the fuel prices are rising, and like literally, like, from the time we lost the car, the homegrown Hustler in November until now, our cost to go racing, like to a racetrack, has probably doubled. And like that's just the reality of it. And like, I know for sure, like, we ain't making the double amount of money than we did back then, and like that's gonna be a challenge. And like, when it goes to 3 times what it costs, we're gonna have to really pick and choose what we do. So don't get me wrong, we're still gonna do some cool stuff. Like, we'll go buy some mopeds or something like that if we got to. Like, I mean, that's only like a half tank of fuel, like, cost wise. So I mean, we'll go buy some mopeds and we'll go race those around the shop or something like that, or, you know, up and down the boulevard or whatever. I don't know. Go mess around and have some fun there. But yeah, we appreciate it, guys. Congratulations to Race Cars and Snacks. And
Yeah,
I'm
great.
gonna get back to
What are these bars for?
funny car cage.
30? The funny car cage.
Funny car cage. Finishing off the funny car cage this evening.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
and then I'll have the back half done when we go pick up that 1.5" 065 tubing tomorrow because I screwed up.
Yeah.
I didn't really screw up, but
He was
it's a non-safety bar, and I used 1.5" instead of 1 5/8 like I had planned. So I'm like 6 feet short on 1 5/8 or 1.5" 065 wall tubing. So we'll go buy another stick of it because
At least you know where it's at, like what you did with it.
yeah. So we'll use the remaining on your car when it's after we get the shop up for rent. So
Okay.
back at it. See you guys. Oh no! I'm gonna set up Rex's chair again. Come on, Rex. Come back.
You wanna come sit?